Real men don't take their wife out the house in secret and lie to multiple judges committing perjury over this. Real men don't commit fraud in their wife's name. Real men don't refinance the house to pay for insanely big criminal attorneys when she's not even represented in divorce court. Real men don't take their wife to the Michigan State Supreme Court of Appeals over a motion that has real evidence in it with a white-collar crime attorney, and again, as she's not represented. Real man would never let his wife be homeless in the streets with no car, disabled, and unable to obtain basic needs. A real man would fess up to what he did, knowing that his wife's medical conditions wouldn't last that much longer in the streets and wouldn't be counting on it. A real man wouldn't make his wife have to use a filter to make a video, making sure that everybody knows that she didn't, if she goes missing, that she didn't do anything to herself, and that a real man wouldn't try and make the problem go away by silencing his wife forever. A real man would go and say, I committed perjury to everybody in 53rd, 44th, and the Court of Appeals to hide money laundering, deed fraud, mortgage fraud, identity theft, social security use, and I'm going to find out what you did to my daughters as well, even though the courts never make you. I want to know but why is. I'm going to find out who but why is. You sent my daughter's birth certificate there, and you better believe I'm going to find out where it went. But why? We're going to find out who, aren't we? And whoever but why is, it better not be who I'm thinking of. But the FBI will be able to find out. They will be able to find out. So, may the odds be ever in your favor. But real men don't act that way. I didn't marry a real man. I didn't even marry a straight one. He used to buy dresses for me and then wear them, which isn't even here nor there. But you know what? You're going to be a fraud. You don't get to tell everybody that I'm lying, and you don't lie to the judges. Be who you are and be proud of it, but you're not going to hide who you are and try and unalive me in the process. Own up to it. Own up to it and face the fact that you're paying men and paying women. And what is this in this police report? I don't have sex with my wife because she's constantly constipated. That's your police report, really? How about your wife has said no repeatedly, and the fact that the minute that I got branded, that the minute of that happened, there wasn't even a straight male in my marriage. So, I hid this for years, thinking that you were in the LGBT community, and you're not. You played me knowing that. It is sadistic. That is called sexual sadism. That's what that is. And that is unacceptable. And to hide this stuff and taking out loans and money that important to you, was the money worth it? Because you've had money for a few years now. You've had all these loans and the refinances and extra money, as I haven't even been represented for the longest time. Proud? Are you going to answer the door when the police come next time? Or should I just figure out where you are? Because the police have to serve you. And you know this. Real men do not make their wives homeless and commit perjury to cover it. Real men don't put their wives into jail to lock their teenage child away with them for false accusations. You know what you did. And only you know why you're running. And I'm going to make this so that when you're stalking me, whatever girl or male that you're with or couple, because it's all of the above, everybody looking at this, I'm telling the truth and you are next. If you are with him, you better keep your finances safe. Don't let him convince you he is in any danger. He's not. I am the one in danger, and you hiding him isn't going to do you any bit of good. And you being with him isn't going to do you any bit of good. Secure your finances. Make an escape plan. You don't have to believe me. Just do it anyways. You're in my bed in my home. You're with my husband, and I'm giving you the advice that I wish that his ex-wife had given me. Run. Also, everything happens coercively, so watch out for that. When you find yourself starting to get confused and you're suddenly dressing different, doing things, anything that you're noticing, anything little, every little off thing, they all matter. They're all things that I ignored, that had I not ignored them, I would not be in the situation that I'm in today, making this horrifying video, because I am terrified, because my husband is missing, his lawyer's refusing to provide everything that she was ordered, because she's in trouble too. She lied straight to the judge's face as well. He's had multiple lawyers lie to the judge. And so anything happens to me, I am going to make sure that my daughter is covered and that she gets every single thing that's coming to me, because what comes to me comes to her. And that's just that. I need that to be followed more than anything else, is that she is okay. But to the people who are not thinking that I'm telling you the truth about who you are with, who is next to you right now watching this phone, saying that his ex is crazy. First of all, we're still married. We are still married. And so all the people that keep thinking he's divorced, he's not. He's still married, and no, his wife's not crazy. But you stay with him long enough, you're going to start to feel that you are. That's for sure. You need to be away to clear your head again. And if he's trying to convince you he needs a place, do not trust any allowance. Do not trust he will keep your money safe, because he won't keep your money safe. Not only has he committed all this fraud, but he took all of my money, put it into the MSU account, and gave it to me as an allowance, my own money as an allowance, on a card with his name on it, so that it looked like he paid for everything when he really didn't. That was my money. And then if I disobeyed, which was anything, then the money wouldn't be on. I could go to the corner and the card wouldn't work. One time I had tried to take him, well, I did take him, but it's to the Renaissance Center. And it was for a surprise, because he'd never stayed there. And I was on crutches and had just had major surgery. And I had him blindfolded. I drove with a broken leg with a cast and crutches and took him there. And my card didn't even work, and I had to go and get his. And we're on the 68th floor, and he made me go all the way down. Took me 2 hours on crutches as he sat there watching a sunset over the Detroit River, and I paid for it. And then he told the agencies, when I was asking for help, that he does all these great things for me. He's never done a thing for me. Every trip I paid for, every single one of these things. This is financial abuse at its worst. People need to understand what financial abuse actually entails, and how insidious this is, and how it leaves you trapped in domestic violence. If I did not run out on foot, I would not be alive to be telling this today. And I am on the house. This has come out. Never stop telling the truth. never stop telling the truth.